All right, welcome back, everybody. Today we're here for some horror movie news updates to keep everybody updated on things going on, especially in this time of maybe having to be inside all the time. The first news today on the docket is there's seems they're working on a new Final Destination movie. It would be, I think, number six if you were to number it, but they might give it anything they want. The name of the guy, he's the producer. His name is Reddix, like Reddit, but with an X at the end. He said in this one, their first idea they want to go with is using first responders in the movie, to where you get a group of people instead of just like hapless teenagers or something, a group of people who actually know what to do in a bad situation, people who can respond quickly, and so you'll have firefighters, policemen, and EMTs, and you'll see how they react when something bad happens. So, would you want to see something like that? Have you seen any of the other ones?
The Final Destination?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen them. It's been a while, but I've seen most of them. I think the last one I saw was like the one with the roller coaster and all the
Uh,
people. The
the
people.
last one made had the racetrack, the roller coaster,
Is
which
that an old
was
one?
it's like the fourth out of six or fourth out of it's the second to last one,
Did
maybe.
they make six of those?
This I think would be the sixth.
No kidding. I
That's
thought
a
they
lot,
only
huh?
made like yeah, that is a lot. It's like
Yeah,
with the horror movies though, they make so many of them though. Sometimes you lose track
yeah.
of what's what.
So, would you go see this one if they made a new one?
Yeah, I'd love to go see it so I could
How,
review it.
how do you feel about the first responders aspect?
The first responders aspect.
Yeah,
I mean,
instead of people like just nameless adults or teenagers, you have a group of like a firefighter, a policeman, and an EMT who had to deal with death coming after them, and they know how to act quickly.
that makes sense though too, because like yeah, you're saying like they know how to handle that because that's like sort of their job. It could be really interesting. So like the first responders, they are the ones that are like being
Yep.
like attacked by crazy stuff.
Yeah, death's going after them.
Um, I mean, I guess they'll know how to handle themselves, so it could be kind of interesting. But sometimes, I mean, everybody's gonna die eventually, so you
Plus,
know,
it's different. Like it hasn't been done in any of these movies, so that would be a good take on it.
yeah.
Um, Now the guy Reddix, he also told, I think he was giving an interview to Bloody Disgusting. Now, let me just say, I want to give the guys that we watch a movie all the credit. I heard almost everything we're talking about from them because they like to give updates. The first movie that ever came out, Final Destination, which was wow, like 2001 maybe. Um,
Mhm.
Instead of the movie we got on screens with the airplane and all that, well, airplane might have happened, but one draft that didn't make it was after everybody survived, all the kids in the movie were going to commit suicide one by one. Like one guy was going to step in front of a train, one guy was going to hang himself, one girl was going to set herself on fire because they would see the ghost of the people that took their place in Death's little design. And
Mhm.
rightfully so, as I think, and other people, that wouldn't have went too well because nobody really wants to watch a movie about that. So
Mm, no,
it's a little
I
dark.
mean it is dark, but I mean people do kind of watch a lot of
Oh
stuff
no,
like this because well, I mean here in America, you know, we like TV because it's a distraction of the certainty of death. Um, so that's kind of a thing.
right.
That's kind of why I like watch TV sometimes. Like you kind of want to take your distraction, like you want to be distracted from reality sometimes, and death is just like a reality that everybody has to face. And
Well, that's what made
you
those
know,
movies kind of fun was it wasn't a slasher. It wasn't a person. It was literally death itself. There was no like there was a black shadow in some of the scenes, but there was no person. There was no overlying thing to distract you from what it was. And then it got a little out of hand and it was like, well, how are they going to die each time? And they had to ramp it up. But at least the first two were really good about, well, what are we going to do? And Candyman himself, Tony Todd, the guy who was Candyman in the original movies, was in the movie and he explained to them about death. Like you can't escape it. You gotta, it's gonna come for you no matter what. Now there's
Well,
talks that he might come back. There's no, we
mhm.
don't know, but that was a lot of people talk about. There was no slasher. It was literally like you didn't see it and things just happened. So
Well, I mean, wasn't it like it's like freak accidents and stuff?
yeah, like
It's all just like freak accidents, like
I'm remembering the first one. Like one guy was like in the bathroom and he slipped in the shower and the thing ran around his neck and he got hung. One, the train passed by and a piece of metal shot from under the train. In the second one, that was the big highway scene in the beginning where these different wrecks happen, real
hmm.
drastic. So, and then like the roller coaster, that one
Well, yeah,
went.
that
Oh
doesn't
no, it's
seem like
just
something that would happen. Well, I don't know. I feel like they just
well, no,
were
that's
joking.
that was that movie. That was all like these things could happen. Some were a little outlandish, but car accidents happen, roller coaster accidents, very
Yeah.
rare, but they do happen. One guy,
Mhm.
was in the weight room and the weights crushed his head. So they took real
But
life
people
situations.
do die from weights, so weightlifting, like
Right.
whenever you do stuff alone, that happens and stuff like that. That's a
Mm,
real possibility. My dad was a bodybuilder, so it's like, I mean, it's a possibility. You can get weights. Like my dad had like stuff stuck on him and he couldn't get it off before. So it's like
right.
it's a thing that happens.
Well, that's the allure of those movies most people talk about is like they were real situations. Like they could happen. Some are rare, like the
Yeah.
gas line is left on and your house blows up. Like it could happen. But
Oh,
yeah, there was no
yeah,
killer.
that
So
happens too. Well, I guess, you know, but anybody could die at any time though too, so it's just like, kind of real in that way. Just because, like, I mean, you don't know how you're gonna die either. So it's like, these people aren't expecting, like a roller coaster to kill them or something. They're going to have fun. Like that happens all the time. Like you could be going to Taco Bell or something, doing something stupid, and then like freaking that's it. You're gone. Like that happens a lot.
well, that's
You know,
why in that movie they had the one person who gets the premonitions and stops it ahead of time.
yeah, they'll always have somebody that's like, oh, I know this is gonna happen, but people are like, whatever. You're kind of like you're a lunatic. Um,
Well,
there's cases of that in real life too. People
yeah.
having the premonitions and dreams or whatever. Something tells them,
Well,
they know. Their subconscious
everybody
knows what they don't.
everybody has that chance or that chance. Everybody has that time where the song that's coming on the radio, you hear it before it comes on.
Is it
Happen.
synchronicity? Is that what they call it, or is it
There's a
something?
name, but like, are we seeing into the future or are you catching the waves from the air before it hits the radio? Or sometimes we just know.
I think it's
But
synchronicity is a word. Like when just like you'll be talking, like you were saying, like you'll be talking about a song or something, and it was plays. Like
eh,
that's like synchronicity, but maybe that's not a premonition. We're talking about, I guess, premonitions.
well, because in Final Destination, there's always one character who sees the whole thing happen, and then they go back to that person and they freak out, and nobody believes them, and then it starts happening. So
Mm-hmm.
you would have that same thing in this one, but it might be a firefighter, and it's like, okay, well,
Well,
still
yeah,
you're at
for
you.
the first responders, like, they might be like, "Okay, I know what to do. This is not good. It's a bad situation," but, you
But
know
if even if you're a cop or a fireman, and you're like, we're all gonna die if we do blank, nobody's gonna believe them at first. So it's a good twist. It's a good. They have to obviously give a new thing to the movie because there's six of them now. So
Well,
I
I
think
mean, also, it's kinda cool because it's not just a bunch of random, like, kind of, like, regular people. It's, like, people that have, like, seen death. They know death.
yeah.
Like, they know what to do. That could be pretty cool, Like, that could end up being really good.
Hmm. So there's our first story is there are talks of a new Final Destination.
Mhm.
So moving on, Robert Englund, Freddy Krueger himself, did a he was talking to comicbook.com and he spoke about he was one of like 4 or 5 people who wrote a draft for the third movie, which we know as Dream Warriors.
Mm-hmm.
But his version was now, if you remember in the first movie, the first girl to die was Tina with the short blonde hair.
Mm-hmm.
The third one was going to be she had an older sister and she was trying to find out what happened. And the movie was going to revolve around her being a Nancy Drew type character. He even said Nancy Drew.
So,
And
are you talking about Dream Warriors? That's like the Patricia Arquette one.
well, that's what we ended up getting,
She
which
don't
was
like.
no, not her character, no.
No, but she doesn't like me, the person though.
Yeah, I saw that, but look, she's not
I
she's a
don't
little
think she's a
odd.
bad actress. She's good. She's very talented, but she doesn't like me.
No, but she also started saying some weird things when getting awards in the last couple of years. So, but anyway, um,
Sorry.
so that's that was a kind of a thing we've been talking about in the horror community where, like, what if we got that version? Would you wanted to see Tina's sister going up against Freddy Krueger trying to solve the crimes of the first movie?
Mm, I mean, why not? Like it might like it could be interesting. Like I don't see why not.
And
Like if they
then maybe
left.
Dream Warriors would have been the next one, but in the chronological orders.
Well, I mean, like it'd be like seeking revenge or something.
Well, he said literally a Nancy Drew adventure where she's trying to put everything together,
Okay,
figure
like
out
trying to
what happened.
research and stuff.
Well, I think the way he put it was like she would be at college when the first movie happened. So she comes home and her sister's dead, and looking into it, finds out who Freddy is. And since she is the sister, she also is a child of Elm Street.
Hmm.
So you get a full circle. But obviously, that's not the movie we got. We got Dream Warriors instead, which is mostly from Wes Craven's one of his scripts. So, but that was cool that we got to find out because there's a handful of scripts that didn't make it, obviously, but that would have been Robert Englund's script. And he was nice enough to tell the world that he made that, like, this is what he came up with.
So is it just like are they just talking about it, or is that just his
Oh, he
idea,
was,
or does he think
oh,
about maybe we should do this?
he presented it as like this is what I came up with back then, but we know they are trying to make a new one. So maybe he brought it up because that's on the docket. But
I definitely I think like he said he wants to do another one, but he said he'll only do like one, I would love to see it, and I think it would be cool to have like input from, actual like Freddy and stuff where he gets to kind of like say what he wants to do. Um that I mean, because he's been like that character for so long, it's like, you know, it's like I kind of want to see what he wants Freddy to be like, like his ideas, like what he wants
well,
to happen.
if I think this was in our one of our first shows, but one of the ideas Robert Englund has for the next movie coming up is to focus a lot on the trial of Freddy Krueger before he gets burned. So he wouldn't be in the makeup a lot, but it would
Hmm.
be like how he got the mistrial, like
So it'd be like the origins of him and stuff.
but like the movies always just say he was a child murderer and he got
Hmm.
off on a technicality. He wants to explore that. But a lot
Hmm.
of people in the horror community don't want to see a courtroom drama about Freddy Krueger. But that was his idea, Robert Englund himself, about the next one. But it's all in legal rights, like who owns it and who
Hmm.
owns the name. Just like Friday the 13th, everything's in legal battle. So
I mean, to
these,
know like his origins, I mean, like that might be kind of neat or something, like because they had that really crappy Freddy Krueger like a few years ago, and like it would kind of maybe make up for that because like they kind of I feel like they ruined Freddy or something with that one, and like they tried to do the origins of him, and it's just stupid.
well, in the 2010 remake, which is the one you're talking about, where James Earl Haley played Freddy, they went too much into him being a pedophile. Like,
Yeah, I don't think the horror community's into that. Like, we're not, you know,
well, in the first movie, and
we
even
get like
like the first
he's
two or three, it's mentioned he's a child murderer. And it
yeah, like
wasn't
he's the
until,
evil guy, but
right, it wasn't until later they kind of just sprinkle in like he would bring the kids to his boiler room. In the remake in 2010, they made it clear with pictures and everything. Oh no, he did do that. And most people are like, no, like he's just a murderer. But
yeah.
so it depends how far they want to take it. But I'm
Well, I
in.
think they should leave that predator stuff out, to be honest.
You don't
Um,
need it,
you don't. It's like he's already creepy, like he's already scary. You don't gotta make him like the worst. You know what I mean? Like
I'd
he's
like to.
got freaking claws, so like he's already creepy. He doesn't gotta be hurting the
Right.
kids like that. You know.
I would like to say Jay from We Watched the Movie. Anybody listening, check out them if you want good horror stuff. But he said
Mhm.
if they were to do that, make the first 30 to 45 minutes the court case, and then the rest showing him, the parents tracking him down, and you can do leading right up into the first movie, like
Mhm.
Nancy and all them. Like you can in that movie him finding a way to go into the dreams or whatever. But don't make the whole movie a court thing. Make the first half of the first 30 minutes the courts,
Mhm.
then him getting off, the parents tracking him down. You can do that. Like that 2010 summed that up in that movie. But yeah, they took it too far. But
Yeah.
so we'll see as more comes out on any of these movies, be it Friday 13th. Like now that they had a Child's Play, we're supposed to get another one. Then Final Destination, all these things are coming out. I'll try and bring you and everybody as much info as I can find. So
You know what? I
that's
think
a
we should watch that new Chucky movie. You know, I wasn't really into. I think
okay.
we should so we could review it. I think
I
we should be down for it. I mean, why
I
not?
haven't seen it, so I'm
I haven't
down.
either, so I think we should go for it. Even if
As
we don't
soon
like
as
it, we could be honest.
yeah, as soon as we can rent it or whatnot. I don't think it's
Hmm.
available yet, but as soon as we can, I'm definitely down.
Yeah, you hear that, guys? We're gonna be watching that and we're gonna review it. You guys
Yeah.
gotta hear what we think. So that'd be fun. We
Okay.
could give it stars too.
Well, we've been ranking so far on a 1 to 10 scale,
One to
but we
ten
can give
stars.
it we can give stars at the end. We can
Yeah, we should do that.
give our meta score or Rotten Tomato type score.
And also, like, we kind of have different like opinions and stuff, so people could be like, "Oh, like
Right.
that's
Well, that's
cool."
good. And we want to hear everybody else's. So leave in the comments what you rate ours, what we talk about, and what's out there. And if you saw it, what you thought about it.
Yeah, tell us what y'all think about it when it come out. That's a future video, y'all. So you better hit that bell.
That's right. So on to kind of the biggest news because of what's going on right now is the movie theaters, movies on demand. Now this comes out of the Halloween Kills news because that's the next movie. We had
Mhm.
Halloween 2018.
Mhm.
Halloween Kills was supposed to come out the next October to happen. Um, the talk is, would you be okay if they just drop it on demand, or would you want to wait, even if it's pushed back a year, so you can see it in the movie theater? Now, China has said like 2 to 3 months they're going to open their movie theaters because they, which had the first cases of the virus, we can't, as we say, we're not going to name it, the
Yeah,
virus the virus we
it's the
will not name,
virus.
but they're getting a hold so much they're talking about when they're going to open their theater. But as of now, like we're using the new Candyman movie as a bar to where that was supposed to drop like in the next 2 or 3 months here, but every movie that's supposed to come out now is being pushed back. So you personally, do you care if you see a movie like Halloween is one where everybody likes to get together, enjoy it in the movie with other people, but some people don't care. And hey, if I rent it on demand, that's fine. but that's a big movie. So would you care either way or what?
I would rather see it in the movies, to be
Right?
honest, because
Yeah.
I saw like the It movies there, and that was a lot of fun. And everybody was like screaming, and everybody's like jumping around and just like laughing. And I kind of
Right.
like just seeing everybody's reaction. So I feel like I would want to be a part of that, you know. So that like hopefully, you know.
Well, the other option is they could put not the biggest of movies on demand still and just push back the big ones the best they can,
Mhm.
and smaller movies that aren't going to get the big pull, put those on demand, and that would open more slots because like right now there's no Marvel movies. You don't have these giant Star Wars is over. Like those big ones
Mhm.
are over for right now. So like I said, Candyman comes out and it's new. You know, Jordan Peele's revamping and it looks great. Check out the
Mhm.
trailer, everybody. But like some people are saying, well, okay, put it on demand. Who cares? I'll pay the $20 or whatever and I'll see it at home. But I'm like you, like push it back if you have to, so we can get a Halloween movie, a new one in October, and then so we're not seeing it in August or something weird like that. But we have to wait and see obviously what the world's going to do, but in the movie world a lot of stuff's being pushed, so it's kind of a touchy subject.
Well, yeah, but it's like I mean, I do want the stuff to be out in October, so that's like, obviously like my favorite month, and I don't know, like if I couldn't see it at the movies, like I'd still want to see it,
Yeah.
Like it's not essential, it's just something that's fun to do, Like the movies is always fun. But it
Well,
doesn't have to, it's like I would still want to like all the, the great stuff to come out in October.
we always, I mean, for the last, I don't know, so many years, remember Saw always came out in October, like
Mhm.
every year for like 8, 10 years, whatever it was. Maybe the new one. I'm trying to think. Remember, it was, Chris Rock took it over, and it was Spiral from the Book of Saw.
Mhm.
I don't know if it was October, but that's a big one that's coming out. And this year, Halloween is on a Saturday, so like it was kind of a big deal. You get all these cool movies, and the new Halloween Kills was gonna start, I think, on the 16th of October, but it would be in the theater for Saturday Halloween, which is cool. But this year, who knows? Now, this could all fix itself, but
Well, hopefully by the summer, this will be gone. It will be eradicated.
you still will have a slate of movies that were supposed to come out,
Mhm.
and I'm hoping they go with, if it wasn't that giant movie, they put it on demand so people can see it, or Redbox or whatnot, and then the big stuff will still come back into theaters. So because movie theaters, obviously, you don't want a lot of people in an enclosed space. So
But even like it's Halloween, so it's obviously
yeah,
important. It's like if we have to stay home and we don't get to go out, whatever, we'll get our popcorn, we'll do our scary stuff at home. You know, you could stream, there's so much you could do. It's Halloween, and we're gonna celebrate it regardless of the virus.
yeah. So you could see at the worst, instead of Halloween Kills coming out this October, being pushed back a whole year to next October, and they're filming two movies in a row, Halloween Kills and Halloween Ends. So they were going to be a year apart. So now push back a year, but you still get that cool October, the whole feeling of it. So everybody keep an eye out and we'll keep y'all up to date. But that's a big talk where what goes on demand, are we okay with it? Then again, in
Mhm.
the end, we don't have a choice. Like we take what we can get. But
Mhm.
Halloween being Halloween, it's the movie, it fits. So it's a kind of a big deal where, oh no, they just fixed the dang franchise to where it's better again.
Mhm.
So cross your fingers. Hopefully, we'll be back on track when it comes to that.
Yeah, that's a lot. I mean, we'll probably even be streaming on Halloween, later and stuff.
Oh,
It'll
definitely.
be a spooky freaking Saturday, dude. It's gonna be the spookiest day of the year.
Don't forget, um, the whatever weekend around Halloween has the full moon, I'm going to the Hangman's Tree out here, and I'm gonna live.
Oh yeah, you told me that. You hear
Now
that, guys? He going live
I'm
in
gonna go live
October.
now.
Yeah,
Since I'm on mobile, I don't think I can have anybody with me, but I'll definitely need you to be like modding in the chat and all for me and talking to
of
me.
course I'm a mod. I'm gonna be there.
But I got to keep track of when the full moon is. Hopefully, if it's even close that weekend, that'd be great. But
Yeah, you
and
need to
then
go to the voodoo place. So you need to scare us, dude.
there's a couple places. The problem is like where Mary LeBeau, the voodoo queen, her grave is in the middle of the city. So it's like hard to park. It's far to walk to. It's not like the Voodoo Museum is in the city. Not easy to get to, but there are some plantation houses I can get to that I'm gonna
hmm
try and bring footage of me there for everybody. So
And guys, I'm gonna do a lot of makeup tutorials with just like household items, so you guys don't even have to have like fancy stuff. I'll show you guys how to look like a monster with just what you got. So I'm gonna be
yeah,
doing a lot of those. I'll dress up like a monster, dude. I'll look like a ghoul. And we'll stream. I'll look scary. I'll
you
do it,
know,
dude.
I used to do Halloweens at Party City because my
Mhm.
sister worked there for a while, and they taught me how to do the makeup, like putting a piece of glass coming out your head and how to make
Mhm.
a bruise look right. So we can help people with that because it's not that easy just to
Well, I
put.
got like I do have a special bruise, like a bruise wheel makeup stuff. I do have that. That was kind of expensive, so not everybody might have that. But I do have some high end stuff. But I can show y'all how to do
The
some stuff.
hardest part is the spirit gum, the glue,
Mhm.
to use the right amount because if not, it just falls off. And down here, you sweat because it's hot in October most of the time. But those are all things me and you'll work out to bring to the peoples so they can get it together.
Yeah, we'll do makeup, y'all, and like you guys get like so creepy. It could
Now,
be fun.
speaking of spooky stuff, looks like you got a spooky shirt on.
Yeah, I got the. This is the shirt, y'all. This is the merch. Y'all see it?
It looks good on the black.
Yeah, doesn't it?
Now, I
This
got
will
a
take
green
it.
shirt, so see how that looks.
You got a green shirt?
Oh no, my green shirt is one of your faces, so I got to get a spooky with the green. See how the green looks.
Oh, you want to get this in green?
I'm thinking about it.
I think
I
it
don't
only
know.
comes. I don't know what. Well, I don't
Oh,
know what the colors are. I don't know, guys. I'm not professional, but I think it might come in all the colors, but I could be wrong. Oh, we also got this too.
well, any questions? Definitely go to the Teespring and it'll show you the different color little blotches.
Yeah, well, this mug comes in all the colors. I just said screw it, let's do it all colors. So you can get it in any kind of color, but I just wanted it in the pink because that's my signature color.
But the
Pink
shirts,
and
you think they only have black for that?
um, I know we have it in black and like navy blue, possibly green. I really need to try check or something.
I just like that highlighter green, the mug with, I saw. That's a
Oh
cool
yeah, you like
green.
that? Yeah, they don't have that. Like, I can't make the shirt in that color because I would love to have.
Uh,
It's all kind of neutral colors in shirts because I kind of wanted to do hot pink and like crazy colors, but I was like, black would be cool. I mean, that's very spooky, you know.
if
That's
things
like the
catch on,
ultimate.
we gotta do people I've seen do baby onesies.
Oh, we can do onesies. I think
Yeah, well,
we could do bags and stuff.
I've seen socks and stickers but I think the
Phone
onesies are
cases.
funny. Picture a baby with that what you got on your shirt.
Well, I was gonna. These are all in men's shirts because of like the women's shirt. Like the picture kind of looked like weird. So I was like, oh, I can't really do it in that. So like you're gonna have to get like the sizes are gonna be different because boy sizes are a little bigger, and I got like my shirt's a little too big. But so yeah, you might want to go like a size down if you're female. You know,
But they gave you the option like of a man and a woman's.
I don't have women. I only have shirts of men because like
Okay.
the print, the pictures, and like everything just wouldn't print out properly, so everything's in guy stuff. So I'm just letting people
Okay.
know the sizes are men's sizes. But
Well,
it's basically like men's shirt, like whatever unisex. Anybody can wear it.
it kind of makes sense. I mean, a woman can always wear a men's shirt, but a man can't wear a woman's shirt.
Yeah,
So
so I just said, we'll just do only men, whatever, it's fine. Everybody can wear it. I don't have cap sleeve stuff, so I know some women like to wear those. I personally don't. But I know that's a thing. I
wait,
will
what
work
does that
on it.
mean?
I will work on
What,
it.
what does that mean?
Cap
Cap sleeve?
sleeves?
Yeah,
Like
what
these
is that?
little, like short kind of sleeves, like women's shirts are short.
Oh,
I don't really wear shirts like that myself. But that's the thing that
I
people
didn't know that
like.
was the name. I never
Yeah,
heard that name.
yeah, they call them cap sleeves. Um,
I
but
call them
I
short
if
sleeve.
it well, if people want cap sleeve shirts, I'll work on it. I'll figure out how I could do the prints or whatever. But I couldn't figure it out right now, so
I've seen some
you might have
people
to
have
give me.
tank tops, so we'll have to look into that.
Oh yeah, I might be able to do tanks. Might be able to do, and they might. I don't know. Like I'll have to figure out if it's like men or women. I'll get it all figured out, y'all. Just whatever. You guys got to request stuff, and I'll like work on my merch.
But I can see the shirt from here. It looks so good. So everybody check it out. It's beautiful.
Mhm.
And
Look
it's
at the
not too
print, y'all.
scary.
It's not too scary. It's kind of cute. I think
Yeah.
he's cute. It's spooky, but it's cute. You know,
Well, it is a cartoon, so it's not like we put a freaking skull on there. Like
he's very creep showish, like kind of,
it is.
So I kind of like that. Because like creep show is like a classic. Obviously we love creep show. So,
Yeah. My video for the Creep Show trailer with you is doing very well. People seem to like it.
oh really?
Yeah. We're gonna do another one soon, so
I'm
everybody pay attention.
popular.
Well, people like collabs. See what get
Yeah,
that,
they do.
get another opinion in there, and you know,
I feel like me and Max were saying the same stuff, or I was saying it like after him, but it was like we're
it's
like saying the
true.
same stuff. I was like, whoa,
Well, that shows why you work good with us because we connect and you see what we do. And he
yeah.
hadn't seen that in so long. Like he
I
saw that
haven't
when we
seen
were
it in a while
kids.
either. The trailer, like I forgot about that movie really because I haven't seen it. I told you last one I saw was that second one. And I didn't love it. It just didn't have the feel of the real, like the
Yeah.
original. I mean, it's fine if people like it. It's fine. It just didn't feel like as good to me. I don't know. I
Well,
just
that's why we do what we do on my channel. Like a lot of people say that in the comments, like, wow, I haven't seen the trailer in so long. You reminded me of such and such. And that's why we do it to like, you know, we're not reviewing the whole movie. We're gonna just show you the trailer and recap, like give
hmm
you a little update. And it seems to work because even us watching it be like, wow, it's been a while. So
Well, it brings you back to it. Makes you kind of want to see it again.
it's fun.
So you gotta bring back the classics. And Colonel Chubbs has a video right now. It was Nightbreed, right? Like you did the
Yeah.
trailer. So you guys need to check that out too.
Clive
It was
Barker classic.
yeah.
Like,
And I didn't even know he did Hellraiser till I saw your video. Because I was like, this feels like I've seen that movie, but it was like Hellraiser in a lot of ways. I was like, okay, that makes sense. It's
yeah.
like a Wes Craven movie. It's like there are similarities and stuff to them, where you could kind of tell who made the stuff because it shows their art, and it just shows like that's who the artist is that did it.
Yeah, in our video, you can see Max is actually reading the Nightbreed comics because we kept reading the comics based off the movie. It kept going for a while. They have action figures as with most stuff, but it didn't catch on like Hellraiser or anything. But like like yeah, it's old school. So check it out.
Well, yeah, that one's pretty good. And what is it? Night of the Demons? Are you doing a reaction to that one anytime?
That's coming up.
So you got to do that one too. That one's classic.
We have a lot of cool stuff on deck, like from the Monster Squad to the Omen to Silver Bullet, like,
Mm-hmm.
and we're also throwing in some comedy too, so to mix it up. Like it's
Yeah,
not just horror, but
like 80s classics and stuff.
like war games, we're doing that one, and we're trying to
Mm-hmm.
get out the '80s too, but that's like where you find a lot of like when horror was breaking out big time,
Well,
you
like
know.
I feel like my personal opinion, I think the best movies came out in the 80s and 90s. But that's like That's my opinion. Like
Well,
whatever.
no,
I just think really great stuff came out from those times.
you're
I was
right.
lucky to be alive around then.
The thing with the 80s movies is they hadn't been done yet.
Mhm.
Like after, Freddy came out, there was imitators or, even Friday the 13th happened because of Halloween. So
Mhm.
the slasher boom was in the 80s and then it took movies like Scream all the way in 94 to change it up a little bit and,
Mhm.
make
I
it
mean, in like
different.
The Exorcist, like that was like the first like
Oh,
demonic movie too. Like really, like 'cause there wasn't really a lot of like demonic stuff like on TV. Um,
we
you
did
know,
that one by the way.
yeah, they did that one, so that's like what made me think of that.
And there's something funny at the end for anybody who wants to go find out.
Yeah, go watch it, guys. It was good.
But yeah, that was the boom, and yeah, they were just repeated so much it got dry, and
Well, it did, but I'm just saying that was like the first of its kind, so that's
yeah.
why it's very unique because it was like demonic possession. So that's something we were not supposed to talk about back then. Everybody was heavily into Jesus and like that was scary for them.
Oh, people were
You know,
fainting. Do you remember people were fainting in the aisles in the movie theater?
people were fainting. I watched like it was some video and it was people that went and saw it and they asked, "What'd you think? What'd you think?" And people were like, "It was horrible." And they're like crying. And this one dude's like, you could tell he's like blazed and stuff. He's like, "Dude, I loved it." He's like, "It's so crazy."
Well, it's hard to imagine. Like now, we've seen 20 Exorcist movies. That was the first one like that, and nobody had seen that.
Well, yeah,
And no,
yeah. Well, there's a
like,
lot of bad ones and good ones too nowadays.
but no, for back then being like the late 70s, early 80s, and nobody had seen anything like heads turning around and you know
And then the way she was talking, it's like a little kid saying these
do you know
things.
how
It's
they
like
do you know how they did the demon voice?
I think it was the old lady that did the voice.
It was, well, she wasn't old, but to get into that voice she would like eat raw eggs and smoke cigarettes all day to keep her voice scratchy. Fun fact.
Oh, really? That
Yeah,
sounds very unhealthy, dude.
this is the 70s and 80s. They didn't care too much, but like that's how that demon voice, like she kept doing it the whole
I
time.
thought she was older. Like, was she not like 80 years old or something? I thought she was.
I think she was at the time in her 60s.
Oh, okay. For some reason I
Like,
thought she was like way older. I
no,
might have saw her later on talking about it or something. Um, but yeah, I
maybe
remember Linda Blair. I saw she said she didn't really feel comfortable saying that stuff. She's like, I don't want to talk like this. I
I
mean, how old was she? Like, 13 or something. That
12 or
probably,
13 at the
yeah, like
time.
somewhere around there. Like, it's like that would be, and at that time period, it would be so crazy to be talking like that. Like, I
I
mean, I can talk like that now, and it's like not that big a deal, but like back then, it's like, what in the world?
Well, can you look at any horror movie where they have a kid who's 5 and they have to be explained, okay, this monster is going to come through the door. It's not real, but
Hmm.
they have to see like Michael Myers in their little kid. That's why everybody loves my number 2, Danielle Harris, in Halloween 4 and 5. Like she nailed it and she was like 10 or 11.
Yeah, I mean, some kids are just born to be stars. Like, what about Drew Barrymore? She was in movies when she was a little kid, and she
Oh,
was really good. You know,
Firestarter and all
yeah,
those
and like,
movies.
I think what Stephen King used to babysit her and stuff. Did you know
They
that?
became friends. I say friends because yeah, she partied hard at 9, but like they became friends, and because she also did Cat's Eye. If you remember the
Oh,
movie Cat's Eye,
oh yeah, I love it. James Wood
she they those are like 4 different stories, but she was the one with the cat and the little
and the
troll.
troll. Yeah,
Yeah, so they stayed friends, and I don't know if they talk today, but like she nailed it. So
and she's
nowadays
in
though,
E.T. too, and she's adorable in that movie.
that was her first movie. Yes, she
That's
was.
a classic.
Let's see. She was 6, maybe 7.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to remember because it came out in 84, 85, and she's only a year older than me.
Well, she was born to be a star, though. So
So
we
she's
love Drew over here, dude.
That's my movie wife. That's right. My Hollywood
Yeah,
wife.
well, we love some Drew Barrymore.
And she has some good products, by the way.
Yeah, she does makeup, y'all. Anybody that's
Eh,
interested in makeup, I know the guys probably don't care, but she has Flower. It's her brand, and it's really good. It's affordable. It's high quality. It's the best setting spray I've ever used, and her liquid lipsticks are really good, and they come in beautiful shades.
I also see her doing like interior design. Like she designs kids' rooms.
Oh,
Like
really?
it looks like that because it's like the drapes and the sheets matching, and I
Oh,
call it interior
does she
design.
have bedding? I would
I
buy it.
think, yeah, because I follow on Instagram and Flowers by Drew, like the makeup comes up, but then the interior design comes up, and even looks like clothing. But
Oh, I mean, I love the Martha Stewart bedding and stuff. That's really good bedding. I would definitely be down to do like a review on some Drew Barrymore bedding.
eh, I'm gonna get you some of her makeup, and you said the brushes you want to try.
Does she have brushes?
You had asked me, and I'm pretty sure she does. I'm looking into that too. See,
Yeah, I would review some brushes. I love brushes.
things are kind of out of whack right now. So,
Yeah, everything's crazy, y'all, dude. The world is flipped upside down right now.
mm.
But we're
but
still
that
gonna be here to make y'all feel good while
I
you
was
guys are.
literally
You're gonna
just
say that?
saying. I was gonna say that's why we're here to give everybody updates and something to watch. So if there's something you want to know about, ask us. Leave it in the comments. But I'm gonna keep track of what's going on in the horror community, and you keep your eye out in the beauty community or whatnot.
Mm-hmm. And also, just for you guys that are going through anxiety and stuff, I know, like, mental health is very important. And right now, I know that a lot of people are suffering because you're stuck at home and you can't really go out. And I worry about you guys, and we want to be here for you guys,
That's
entertain
right.
you, take
We
take your mind off of that.
Yes, we care. We want.
Yeah, we care, we love y'all, and just know that you guys are loved.
Now, do you have a curfew like we do where you're at? Where us it's like 5 o'clock.
It's starting to look that way. Everything's shutting down. So,
Now
before,
I'm in a big populated area more compared to you,
well,
so it might be a little different. But
I know I don't mean to make you jealous because I'm like I could just go out and roam like the Bigfoot woods over here and
I
do all
know.
the stuff and like stop it. But
No, it's not your fault. I'm gonna get you big footing when this is over. Don't worry.
well, there's so much, you know, I have a lot of land out here that I could walk on. I don't gotta worry about running into people. So I'm very fortunate. And if it does get bad enough, you guys, I'll just take my laptop and I'll just live out in the woods for a while. And I'll do streams and I'll stay on here, guys. But yeah, might take me some cans of food and I'll just go live out there for a while till this all blows over. And I'll talk about movies. That's
Well,
what I'll
like
do.
today, I was happy we could bring everybody some horror movie updates. What's going on?
Yeah, like cool stuff, guys. Look at all the movies they're trying to make. It's unfortunately we're dealing with this the virus, that you can't name. Because there's a lot of cool stuff going on with the movies right now.
Well, yeah. So there's some horror movie updates for everybody.
And we got merch.
And some new merch is in, and we got some movie reviews coming out. So everybody keep an eye out. Some cool
Hmm.
stuff coming up.
And we'll do these movie or like what is it like news like horror news. We'll keep you guys posted if there's anything juicy or like new stuff. We'll
Yeah,
tell you what's going on.
a lot of the stuff today popped up yesterday. So it's
Yeah, so we'll keep y'all updated on all that.
there you go.
So you got anything else to say? I feel like we plugged
No,
everything. All
yeah,
right, guys. So yeah, I think
that's
we
good
covered
night from
everything.
us. So everybody
Bye,
have a good
y'all.
night. Bye bye.